Zanu-PF has now come out clearly to explain what really happened when Vice President Constantino Chiwenga and Vice President Kembo Mohadi were not seen at the recent Politburo meeting, and this matter has been getting a lot of attention because many people wanted to understand the real situation inside the party. So let's go straight to the news and break it down in a very simple way so everybody can understand what is going on. Zanu-PF leadership is saying there is no problem, no confusion, and no disagreement behind the absence of the two vice presidents. They are making it clear that both leaders were busy with other official duties that needed their attention at that time. According to the party, this is something normal and it should not be seen as anything serious. But as this explanation came out, many people still paid close attention because this was a very important meeting. The Politburo is where big decisions are discussed, and it is not common for top leaders to miss such meetings at the same time. As you are listening right now, quickly like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Always stay informed with clear and simple news like this. Now, let's look deeper into this situation so you can understand why it is getting attention. Vice President Chiwenga is a very strong and respected figure in Zimbabwe politics. He has a long background in leadership, and many people see him as someone who plays a key role in the direction of the country. So anytime he is not present at a major meeting, people naturally begin to look closely. At the same time, Vice President Kembo Mohadi is also an important leader in the party structure. His role may not always be in the spotlight, but he is part of the top leadership, and his presence also matters in such meetings. Now imagine both of them not being there at the same time. It quickly becomes something people want to understand. Zanu-PF is trying to calm everything down by saying clearly that there is nothing to worry about. They are saying both leaders were simply handling other national responsibilities. This is the official position, and it is meant to keep things stable. But let's explain something very important in a simple way. In politics, even small things can become big topics. People don't just look at what is said, they also look at what is happening. That is why this situation is being watched closely. Again, if you are following this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe right now. Your support helps us bring you more clear updates like this. Now, let's connect this to the bigger picture so you can understand it better. Zanu-PF, like any big political party, always has many things happening at the same time. There are meetings, plans, responsibilities, and different leaders handling different tasks. Because of this, it is possible for some leaders to miss certain meetings. But at the same time, the Politburo is not just any meeting. It is where serious discussions happen. That is why attendance is usually very important. So when two vice presidents are not there, people begin to ask questions like, is everything really normal? Is there something happening behind the scenes? Or is it truly just official work as explained? These are normal questions. And that is why the party decided to speak out quickly and clear the air. Now, let's look at another angle that will help you understand more. Leaders at this level often have many responsibilities that are not always seen by the public. They may be attending other government duties, working on national matters, or handling important assignments. So missing one meeting does not always mean there is a problem. This is part of what Zanu-PF is trying to explain. But at the same time, people will always observe patterns. If something happens once, people may accept it easily. But if it continues, then more questions will come. So this is why this situation is important to watch. As you continue listening, make sure you like this video and subscribe, and also turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next updates. Now let's talk about how this affects the image of the party. Zanu-PF always wants to show unity and strong leadership. That is very important in politics. When people believe that leaders are working together smoothly, it builds confidence. So when something like this happens, even if it is small, it can create different interpretations. That is why the party moves fast to explain and make sure people understand their position. Now let's go deeper into the real-time understanding of this situation. What we are seeing here is a moment where communication is very important. The party is speaking to control the message and to make sure there is no confusion spreading among supporters and the public. Because once people start thinking there is a problem at the top, it can create unnecessary tension. That is why the message is very clear. There is no crisis. There is no conflict. Everything is under control. But as a smart listener, you should always look at both the words and the actions. Again, quickly like this video and subscribe if you are enjoying this clear explanation. Let's keep growing this community. Now, let's bring in a related part that makes this story even more interesting. Zimbabwe politics has been very active with many discussions around leadership direction and future plans. Because of this, every movement by top leaders gets attention. So even when something simple happens, it can become part of a bigger conversation. This is why you must stay informed and understand the situation properly, not just based on assumptions. Now, let's talk about what may happen next. If everything is truly normal, as the party is saying, we will likely see Vice President Chiwenga and Vice President Mohadi attending upcoming meetings and continuing their duties without any issue. That will help confirm that this was just a normal absence. But if similar situations happen again, people will continue to ask more questions. So this is a developing situation. And it is something we will keep watching closely. As you are still here with me, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Your support really matters. Now, let's explain one more important point in a simple way. In leadership, coordination is very important. Leaders must be seen working together, attending meetings, and making decisions as a team. This helps build trust. So even when there is no problem, it is always important for leaders to maintain that visible unity. That is why situations like this always get attention. But for now, the official message remains the same. Everything is normal. There is no issue. The absence was due to official duties. So what should you do as a viewer? Stay calm, stay informed, and keep watching how things develop. Do not rush to conclusions, but also do not ignore important signals. Balance is very important. Again, like this video right now and subscribe so you don't miss any part of this story. Now, let me bring this together for you in a simple and clear way. Zanu-PF has explained the absence of VP Chiwenga and VP Mohadi. They say it was due to other official responsibilities. They are making it clear there is no conflict, but the situation is still being watched closely because of the importance of the meeting. That is the full picture as it stands right now, and we will continue to follow this story step by step.